Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester.
Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, what can we say about this fella, Yeremy Pino, Peter? I know the Canary Islands have produced some great Spanish talents over the years, but rarely has a player had such a great rise in winning a major European trophy, becoming its youngest ever winner, and earning his first Spanish cap, both achieved within a year of his professional debut. This guy could be quite incredible.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He has found the way through.
Decent chance! Goal! And we have liftoff! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Mitchell spots it and intercepts. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Crystal Palace leading here thanks to that early goal.
And the score is 1-0. Casemiro
pressing high and with purpose. To Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, Red, nice interception. Wharton does well to get it back. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Lacroix tries to clear. Kamada engages and forces him off the ball. And Burmo gets into a good position.
Oh, nice touch.
Arteta looking to add to his goal. Chance here to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
He's got away. It's a throw-in. It's going to be another throw.
Burmo. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Bruno Fernandes is behind this one.
And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Wharton, spread to the right. Looking for options for movement. Menu. And it's Bruno Fernandes. It's been slipped through. And he's heaved it away.
And they're quick to get it back.
Diogo Dalot. Throw in. Richards.
Half an hour played now.
Now to Corey. And here's Mateta. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
That's tidy.
Tino. That's a sharp pass. Tino.
There's alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
And it's to Corey. Tino, who does have an assist to his name. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. That is a brilliant interception. Burmo. Menu. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Mateta. Now it's Pino. And here's Mateta. Mateta! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Diogo Dalot. Šeško. Oh, that's a key interception. Wharton. Looking to play him in. And here's Mateta. And that's a dangerous charge, surely! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Kamada. Mateta!
He's done very well to get to that.
Mateta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
1 minute added time.
Menu. And here's Mateta. Tino. And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Crystal Palace just about ahead. 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Crystal Palace leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Now it's Johnson.
Oh, well played, well played.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Burmo. That's a little off target. Munoz.
Wharton.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Pino.
Now it's Kamada. Now it's Mateta.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Kamada is onto this.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Kamada. Can he finish? That's another chance. And a neat finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Great vision. And smartly reclaimed. He's in a great position here.
Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Substitution.
Crystal Palace can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Crystal Palace still have the cards to affect this game. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
No way through there.
Can he get on the end of this? Pinches it off him. Šeško. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Doucouré
Does really well there. He is strong.
Bruno Fernandes, chance for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Manchester United with the corner. They're first. No way through, so back it comes.
Can he finish?
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Doucouré. Now it's Johnson, and it's made its way to him. That's a good ball.
And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Crystal Palace find a position of real strength now. Hughes. Menu gets across and deals with it. That's good running with the ball. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Bruno Fernandes.
Chance! And that's a sharp finish.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Wharton. And it's Pino.
Passes short and sharp.
Oh, easy pickings there. Matheus Cunha.
Bruno Fernandes.
Has a look and plays it forward. Jeremy Pino.
Oh, really well played.
Casemiro with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So we have movement on both benches.
Mainu.
And it's Hughes. Threads one in. Plenty to aim at here. Now the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Number 25, Ugarte.
Shaw.
Number 7, Mason Mount.
To Martinez.
13,
Oh, good-looking ball.
Masraoui. Substitution in progress.
And here's Mount. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Sarr. Good ball, good take. Guesson. Nicely weighted ball. And that could set him on his way. He's having a shot! And that's a tidy finish.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Burmo. Oh, good spread. And he's quick to return it. Now the towering header. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. That should be it. That will be it. Crystal Palace can look back on a nigh-on perfect... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So we're very much on the way now. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Yeremy Pino. Wharton. He'll try from distance. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, what can we say about this fella, Yeremy Pino, Peter? I know the Canary Islands have produced some great Spanish talents over the years, but rarely as a player had such a great rise in winning a major European trophy, becoming its youngest ever winner, and earning his first Spanish cap, both achieved within a year.
He's going for goal!
Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Diogo Dalot.
But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
And here's Johnson. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
He's shifting through the gears here.
He's on it, can he get away?
And he was alert to it.
Wharton. So it is still 0-0. And it's Kamada.
Crystal Palace disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
Munoz. Yeremy Pino. Doucouré. Matheus Cunha. That was good alertness. Kamada. And it's Doucouré. And here's Mateta. He's having a pop!
No, just not quite.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Manchester United have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Doucouré. 30 minutes gone.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper.
Diogo Dalot.
Now Menu.
Bruno Fernandes.
And it's Dalot. And Mbeumo.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes!
Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he doesn't half hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now.
Bruno Fernandes.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Matheus Cunha. And he's managed to get rid. Mitchell.
Strong running down that left flank. Pino, looking to play him in. Johnson finds himself offside. Manchester United have it back and can go again. Henderson with the clearance. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. And it's Casemiro. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Look at the space. He's having a shot! Nearly, but not quite. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think it's been a decent enough watch, despite the half stagnating a little, if I can put it that way, Peter. We want to see some of that craft we got to see earlier on in the game. Everyone's going to have to find a way to just up the standard again.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. It's a promising position. That's going across goal.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Shot could be on. Big chance! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. And we have our very first corner. Bruno Fernandes goes short. Matthews, can he finish? And that's a good finish. It is the pick-me-up they all long for.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Mateta. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's play.
Oh, he's taken it. And here's Wharton. This looks promising. Ball is over the line. Now it's Mateta. And it's Wharton. Now this could be a chance. Now it goes for a shot! And they've got rid.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Good ball, good take. He's cut it out.
Crystal Palace really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Very nicely done. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's played forward. The pass has gone astray. And it's made its way to him. Good read, needed to be. Richards is there, and he can get that clear. Great vision. Crystal Palace have a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Time then for the first
23,
substitution of the game.
Shaw. Number 10, Matthias Cunha. Coming on the field, number 13,
no way through there.
Number 7, Mason Mount.
Now that looks a decent ball. He won't be happy with that one. Wharton. Jeremy Pino. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now to Corey. And here's Mateta. There's the shot! So close to drawing level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Lisandro Martinez clears it away.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, good climb! And that could come back to haunt them.
Mateta clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Well, the two coaches are signalling
Bruno
changes here,
Fernandes.
both at the same time.
Coming on the field is number 16, Hammond. Substitution.
Mount. And Burmo. Doucouré cuts out the pass. Crystal Palace very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Can he get it through? Šeško.
Manchester United nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Burmo. Now it's Mount. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now that's well seen too. Sarr. And the shot! Menu. Mount. And that is that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things already rolling. It's their first effort on goal.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Manchester United have their second corner now. Bruno Fernandes. Crystal Palace are looking to go forward now. Now it's Kamada. Now it's Pino. And here's Mateta. Mateta going forward. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pass somewhat off target. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
It's very hard to overlook this guy, Jean-Philippe Mateta, Peter. A player who has a great touch for a big man. He may be old-fashioned, but I like his subtle movements inside the...
Cisco! Goal! Manchester United! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Crystal Palace finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Can he get on the end of this? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Crystal Palace have a free kick. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Has crossed into the middle. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And it's made its way to him. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now, can they get him away? Brilliantly cut out.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mitchell does well to get it back. Jeremy Pino. He's going for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Crystal Palace really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Mateta. Steaming on goalwards.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Kamada. Threads one in. Opts to play it back. And a shot! Just too high.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
And he goes cross-field. Menu. And here's Mateta. Goes looking wide.
Now then, the ball's come loose.
Crystal Palace certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
He's having a pop! Oh, a very decent attempt.
Diogo Dalot. Shifted upfield. Menu. Casemiro.
This is a promising build-up. Tries to pass it through. Big chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Bruno Fernandes with the short one. Manchester United with another corner. So their 4th corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. Bruno Fernandes. He's a sharp little ball here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Kamada. Now it's Mateta. He's got away.
Now he's off and running. And the referee says that that is that for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Crystal Palace currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Crystal Palace can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And he shoots! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Johnson. And that was nowhere near his best.
Burmo.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Oh, nice touch.
And Maguire. That has not gone well.
Oh, this looks sharp.
That has been cut short. Now it's Pino. Now it's Mateta.
And now the breakaway.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Crosses it in, and that's in! And this is getting better and better.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And he is going into that little black book.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Shaw. Richards.
Nicely weighted ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Kamada. And here's Mateta. Now it's Johnson.
In with the challenge. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Wharton. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mateta. Now it's Pino. And he will charge for a shot! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So
Number
changes
10,
afoot here, and from
Matthias
both sides.
Cunha. Number 8, Bruno Fernandes. Number 2,
And it's Mount.
Diogo Dalot. Coming on the field, number
Crystal
16,
Palace have, after this, one
Number
further
7,
opportunity to make a
Mason
substitution.
Mount. Number 3,
Mazraoui.
Mazraoui. Substitutions taking place.
And they've got a throw. No, that's been intercepted. Crystal Palace are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Doucouré. And it's Pino. And here's Mateta. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Richards.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
It's going wide left. Now it's Ahmad. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Johnson chasing after it. And Burmo. And it's Pino. Not the most accurate pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Pino. Pino cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Mazraoui. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. He's in a great position here. Well read, nice interception. Looking for options. Can he finish? Oh, what a... And it's come back out to him. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now it's Mateta, and here's Johnson. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. It's a quick one, and here's Johnson. He's on it, can he get away? That's good play. Drills one in, and he's heaved it away. So that's it, it is all over. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
A fine win for our boys.
What are your thoughts on today's game then? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. We're up and running then. Manchester United have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs. But if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
And he has been. It's a quick one. Tries to pass it through. Sarr engages and forces him off the ball. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, he's a little bit unorthodox, Peter, but I really like Brennan Johnson playing either up front or as a traditional winger. And his strength is that excellent turn of pace, of course, that gets him ahead of his marker. He can then either get a shot away or drive in those low balls across goal. But he's proven he can do this effectively even against teams who sit that bit deeper, so he can be a really potent weapon.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Kamada! Kamada! Wonderful from Kamada! A finish right from the top draw! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Doucouré. Now it's Mateta.
Manchester United always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And it's Munoz. Lovely feet. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There's a quick free kick. Kamada. Doucouré. And here's Johnson. That's a good ball out wide. An instinctive delivery. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Mitchell, Mateta might just make this. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Johnson. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. And it's Wharton. Crystal Palace very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. There's the shot! Half an hour played now. He's in a great position here. And that has left him in a heap. Diogo Dalot. Tries to cross. Impressive jump. It's a goal. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Maguire does well to get it back. Now it's Mateta. Casemiro promptly onto that, and that is that. Spread it left. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pass somewhat off target. Sarr. And it's Wharton. And here's Mateta. Kamada. And Sarr.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Wharton. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. So, to pass or to shoot, that is his question. Mitchell is onto this. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward, and he's picked it up out wide. That's been cut out, well played. That's it, 45 minutes up. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Crystal Palace are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Crystal Palace are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Bomo. Diogo Dalot has it out wide and in space. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, that's nice. He's found a way through. Diogo Dalot stood his ground strongly. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he thumps it clear. Crystal Palace have the chance to go the other way.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Maguire cuts it out. Matheus Cunha has ended up in no man's land. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's shoots! And that interception was most... He's having a hit!
The attendance for this match
And
was
kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Manchester United have their third corner. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing...
Tries one from range! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Sarr plays it short. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Crystal Palace have their second corner now. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Wharton. Sarr. Now it's Mateta. Here's Mateta. And here's Johnson. And it's Kamada. Now it's Mateta. Oh, good ball! Oh, shooting chance! And he's stuck it away! And they've got their lead back. Crystal Palace have their lead. Bruno Fernandes. Lacroix does really well to win the ball there. Wharton. Doucouré. Kamada. And it's Kamada. Now it's Kamada. Oh, he's onto this. That is good alertness. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Johnson. Johnson. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Crystal Palace clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Good ball, good take. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Now it's Kamada. Pulls it back. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Crystal Palace have got it back and they'll have another go. Lacroix. Cunha producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Šeško. Bruno Fernandes. Back when it goes.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they...
Takes the shot! That was quite a hit. Munoz. Crystal Palace, moments now away from seeing this one out. Now it's Mateta. Kamada does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Time added on will be 2 minutes. That's that, the end. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester.
Bruno Fernandes! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bruno Fernandes plays it short. Oh, what has happened here? And it's Dalot. Decore is there, and he can get that clear. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's neat. Pass somewhat off target.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Sarr. Now it's Mateta. And here's Johnson. Aimed beyond the defence. Wharton. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I'm looking forward to watching this guy, Luke Shaw, because his game has come on in leaps and bounds. I've been really impressed with his all-round development, a much better passer and ball carrier, and he's well on his way to becoming a very good all-round defender.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Tries one from range! Cleared away. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Crystal Palace have a free kick. Johnson with a real chance here. Burmo proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Munoz. Good ball, good take. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Disappointing. Very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Johnson considers his options.
He's got to have a go at this, and it looks straightforward.
Kamada. Great ball, shot at goal! He's delivered all right! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Crystal Palace have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to
And a chance! It's their second corner of the game. Bruno Fernandes goes short. Crystal Palace are looking to go forward now. Munoz. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
Menu. Manchester United have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Johnson. Spread to the right. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Corner number 2 then. Sarr with the short one. Wharton stood his ground strongly. Not the most accurate pass. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. This is promising.
Crystal Palace really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Bruno Fernandes. This looks promising. Can he get it through? Decent chance! And that's in! Manchester United are back on level terms. That was easy, almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Added time.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Lovely bit of skill. Richards does well to get it back. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Crystal Palace do have a chance to counter here. And here's Johnson. And here's Kamada. Mateta. Cross into the box. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Crystal Palace are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Back on the way then. Burmo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Šeško. Now it's Maciej Cunha. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. There's the shot! And it's a goal!
What a way to stamp your authority on this game, Peter. He was clearly thinking several moves ahead of everyone in the lead-up to the goal. I was thinking at the break someone had to show real courage. That's it.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Bruno Fernandes.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Mateta. Oh, this looks sharp.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Richards calmly anticipates. And he's managed to get rid.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Crystal Palace have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change? Well, he's having a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Šeško deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
So their fourth quarter of the game. Oh, great leap! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. Has a look and plays it forward. Burmo. Lovely feet. Flings it across. Lacroix gets it away. Mateta. Johnson. And he's forced to go back. And Sarr. Now it's Mateta. And here's Johnson.
Pretty robust defending.
He's had a shot! Well, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Mateta has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Šeško. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And Burmo. Lacroix attempts a clearance. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Wharton has got himself a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So we have
Number
movement
8,
on both benches.
Bruno Fernandes.
Riyad.
Number 37, Mainu. Number 10, Matheus
Well, that's good
Cunha.
defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to
Šeško.
get on the turn.
Coming on the field, number 7.
He's in a great position here. Crystal Palace have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. And here's Johnson.
Substitution.
Can he finish? Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Dorgu making good progress. That's very neat. Flashes it across. Decore tries to clear. Has to go back here. Now this could be a chance. Tries a shot! Munoz goes long. The final 5 minutes. Looking for the run. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Crystal Palace needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Jeremy Pino. And here's Mateta. Now it's Johnson. And here's Mateta. Shapes to shoot! It's anyone's ball now. Played in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Chance for a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Strokes it back.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Johnson has created 1 goal already. Big chance! Goal! Deep into injury time! It was a great finish. He put it away. And that will be it. Crystal Palace played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
Please put your hands together,
The
everyone,
end of the
and give
game.
it-
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Things already rolling.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and he's going for goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
And the return pass. Matheus Cunha. That's good play. Bruno Fernandes. Tries to play it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And it's Kamada. And here's Johnson. Now, can they get him away? And he's only too happy to take that back. And he shoots! They've scored! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Crystal Palace leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now it's Johnson. Now that looks a decent ball. Quarter of an hour played. Sarr. Now it's Kamada. Doucouré. He's having a hit! Pinged towards the front line. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Well, we expected better, and so did he. He's on it, can he get away? Sarr. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Mateta. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that is expertly dealt with.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And here's Mateta. And here's Johnson. Johnson is fouled. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Mitchell. Plays the return pass. Wharton. Oh, such a clever touch. There's the shot! Lisandro Martinez is there, and he can get that clear. And the shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Crystal Palace with the corner, they're first. Chance! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Shaw. Matheus Cunha. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he latch on to this? Mitchell. Kamada. Well, that is one way to stop. Bruno Fernandes! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. That's very neat. Bruno Fernandes with the delivery. And it's claimed by the keeper. Crystal Palace have the chance to go the other way. Mateta is onto this, shoots! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Crystal Palace are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Well, that looks a cracking ball. No, again there's no way through. Now it's Johnson. And it's half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Crystal Palace looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. The second half is up and running. Oh, he's taken it. Little pass back. Great vision. Doucouré promptly onto that, and that is that. Johnson. He's having a pop! It's just beyond his reach. Real chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Menu. Burmo. No way through there. Might be danger here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Early stages of the second half, and still two between them.
Over to the right flank. Now it's Sarr. Tries to pass it through. Cross flung it. Oh, good effort! Mateta stood his ground strongly. Oh no, what has happened here? No way through, so back it comes. Now it's Sarr.
The
it's
attendance for
Doucouré.
this match was 72,306.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. And here's Bruno Fernandes. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Engages and forces him off the ball. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. That's a shade optimistic. And they've got rid. Taken back almost at once.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Richards getting this one clear.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Menu. Matheus Cunha. Nicely weighted ball. Now that's well seen too. Just about up to 75 minutes. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Sarr. And it's Munoz. Now it's Sarr. Now this could be a chance. Just eases him off the ball. Lisandro Martinez with the foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 37, Mainu. Number 8.
And here's Wharton. Crystal Palace are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so.
Number 7, Mason Mount. Substitution.
Forced to go back. Arteta ploughing through the middle. Tries a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Crystal Palace have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Now it's Pino. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he was quick to react. Now it's Mateta. That has been slung wide. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Jeremy Pino. 5 minutes left on the clock. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Ugarte. Crystal Palace can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Pino. And it's Wharton. Jeremy Pino. Pino.
He's having a shot!
Oh, cracking effort.
Jeremy Pino certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
And we're done. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Arteta taking in the accolades, having been... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. We are just getting started. Oh, that's fabulous. Cleared away. Out for a throw. Menu wins the duel this time. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this fella, Mateta, merits a mention. OK, he's not going to go full pelt down the flank, but if you put him in a system where he's well supported, allowing him...
He's having a hit! I want to be quick to recover this. Matías Cunha. Now, can they get him away? That looks a good ball through. He's shifting through the gears here. That's going to go a long way. Taken back almost at once. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both.
Mbeumo! And he should have made them pay.
Mbeumo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's made its way to him. Lovely feet. And that is headed for the middle. Mitchell clears it away. And a chance! Goal! Manchester United! That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Real chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Matías Cunha, Šeško, great defending, strong and determined. And here's Bruno Fernandes, great ball and he's in here, he's going for goal! Good read, needed to be. Kamada. Oh, important interception.
Crystal Palace really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And here's Mateta. And here's Johnson. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Matías Cunha clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And they've got a throw. And it's Mitchell. Now this could be a chance. Plays it across. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Half an hour played now. And here's Johnson. Now it's Mateta. And here's Johnson. Oh, cracking ball. Mateta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Menu. Mbeumo. And he cuts out the supply. Mitchell.
to Kamada. Doucouré. Picked out brilliantly. He's had a shot! And that's a good finish. They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
How do you look back on that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of
And a shot! Goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Crystal Palace have their lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Sarr. Crystal Palace have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. And here's Mateta, and here's Kamada. Aimed beyond the defence. That is a brilliant interception. That's really well manoeuvred.
2 added minutes has been
Bruno
indicated.
Fernandes. He's in a great position here. Looking to play him in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's it, 45 minutes up. Crystal Palace have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So there was the first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Crystal Palace are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Now it's Mateta. Kamada looking to receive it in space. Sarr receives it in a good position here. And it's Kamada. And he's cut it out. Diogo Dalot.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Shaw. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Pass somewhat off target. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Mateta. Mitchell. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Sarr. Oh, he's having a go! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
98.
Tries to play it through. He's on it, can he get away? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Menu. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Kamada. Now it's Johnson.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that could set him on his way. No foul, says the referee. Menu.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now that's well seen too. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Wharton, who's set up one goal so far. Doucouré. Sarr. Here's Mateta. Burmo. Šeško does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now it's Maciej Cunha. Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Mitchell gets it away.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 2, Diogo Dalot. Number 19, Mbeumo. Number 37, Menu. Coming on the field, number 13, number 11, Zirkzee. Number 7,
That's a sharp pass.
Nathan Mount.
Well, there's
Substitution
plenty
in
to
progress.
like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And it's Munoz. Munoz gets into a good position. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Jeremy Pino. That has been cut short. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Maciej Cunha. This time, surely! And there's a goal! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And it didn't take him long. Just shot, surely! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here.
Has been indicated.
He has a look up. And it's Hughes. Bruno Fernandes. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And there goes the final whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things already rolling. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is...
Saw! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Saar is offering a wry smile there.
Crystal Palace with the corner, they're first. Saar plays it short. He is just caressing the ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Richards does well to get it back. And it's Kamada. Now that looks a decent ball. He's cut it out.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Johnson. Knocks it into space. And that's really well manoeuvred. Tries to pass it through. Mateta! Menu tries to clear. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Matheus Cunha. Quarter of an hour played. Kamada. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Richards. And it's Kamada. It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, he's having a go! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's going for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Lovely feet. Saar. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, he's a little bit unorthodox, Peter, but I really like Brennan Johnson playing either up front or as...
And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. He's intervened well there. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha. And that's a good ball. Wharton running with the ball. Now it's Johnson. Diogo Dalot. Ahmad. And it's Menu. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's a sharp little ball here. Good play on the left-hand side here. Diogo Dalot. And it's Menu.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Bruno Fernandes. Over to the right flank. This might spell danger, surely! Oh, super goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Ahmad.
Crystal Palace truly have no need to panic. They
Tries a shot! Deftly away. Munoz calmly anticipates. Johnson. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Ahmad. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Matheus Cunha. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Kamada. Now it's Johnson. Could move up a gear here. And here's Mateta.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Wharton. Now it's Mateta. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And there's green grass ahead of him. Nice intercept. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Crystal Palace go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think it...
And a chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Crosses it in. Now it's Mateta. He's on it, can he get away? And here's Kamada.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Nice interception, well timed. Johnson. Now it's Sarr. And here's Mateta. Now it's Sarr. Now it's Kamada. And it's Wharton.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Crystal Palace still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Gives it back. Looking to pass their way up. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Driven in. Now it's Wharton. Great chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And it's in. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
The attendance for this
Well, they were
match
starting
was
to look more and more threatening,
70,987.
Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Crystal Palace restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Shaw. Matheus Cunha. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Diogo Dalot.
Now Diallo. Menu. Sarr. That's a nicely shaped ball. Sarr. And he...
Oh, shooting chance! And there's a goal! And the comeback is complete! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 16.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 37.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Number 2.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Number 11, Zirkzee. Number 7, Mason
Crystal
Mount.
Palace will have
Number
one
3,
further opportunity to make a
Mazraoui.
substitution after
Substitution
this, their
taking
latest
place.
change. Now, this could be a chance. And he's only too happy to take that back. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Well read, nice interception. Now that's well seen too.
Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, this looks sharp. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Mount. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Lacroix did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's quick to return it. Chance for a shot! Mount. And here's Mateta. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Lacroix gets a foot in here.
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Johnson. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Johnson stood his ground strongly. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Johnson.
2 added minutes has been
It's a
indicated.
sharp pass. So what can they make of this? Zirkzee. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
Substitution in progress.
Mount. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And he thumps it clear. And that's that. They are pumped, boy they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what we've just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner, and they did just that.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So we're very much on the way now. Goal! Manchester United! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Bruno Fernandes. That's really well cleared. Out for a throw. And it's Casemiro. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Matheus Cunha. And that is out of play. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Šeško! Has a look and plays it forward. Sarr. Bruno Fernandes. He is starved of space and time. First quarter of an hour gone. And now the breakaway. Now it's Kamada.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Doucouré. And Johnson. Now it's Sarr. Shapes to shoot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Crystal Palace with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Well read, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. And they've got a throw. And he was quick to react.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And again! Corner number 2 then. Sarr goes short. It's gone out for a throw-in. Menu. Manchester United have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Now it's Johnson. And it's Wharton. Now it's Sarr. Sarr touches it back, pinches it off him.
Wharton really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Mateta. Diogo Dalot. Maguire. To Martinez. Shaw. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Mateta. Well, that has not gone well. Burmo. Menu. This is a promising build-up. Sarr. And it's made its way to him. Good ball, good take. Menu. That is good alertness. Wharton. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Kamada.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Wharton. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. This looks promising. Burmo. Not the most accurate pass. That looks a good ball through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh no, he's got that wrong.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Martinez. And it's half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the 1 goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Crystal Palace come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and...
He's having a hit! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Sarr with the short one. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Bruno Fernandes. Mitchell. Kamada. Crystal Palace are looking to break at pace. Maguire. Shaw. Here's Matheus Cunha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Kamada. And it's Wharton. Brennan Johnson. Now it's Wharton. Now it's Mateta. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And he's in a decent chance! And it's in! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Munoz. Ball is over the line. Sarr making good progress on the right-hand side. Caught offside that time.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Crystal Palace have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
That's good play. Mainu. Mateta. Johnson. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he's worked it through. Mateta, he's through on goal here. And he's undercooked that. Sarr. Now it's Mateta. To Kamada. To Corey. Just about up to 75 minutes. And here's Wharton. And it's Doucouré. And here's Kamada. And here's Mateta. Now, can they get him away? Real chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 19, Mbumu. Number 37, Mainu. Number 2, Diogo Dalot. Coming on the field, number 11, Zirkzee. Number 7, Mason Mount.
Tries to play it through.
3,
It's a pretty loose pass.
Substitutions taking place.
They're up to 5 corners now. Judge, surely! And that is wildly off target.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Crystal Palace are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Takes a shot! And that's a tidy finish. And the comeback is complete. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Crystal Palace have their lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
And here's Johnson. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Crystal Palace surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That is very well defended. Bruno Fernandes.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Zirkzee.
4 added minutes has
Sharp
been
little
indicated.
ball here. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Time added on 4 minutes. And that is well cleared. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing.
This is a hard one to take.
Arteta
but
taking
we'll be
in the
back
accolades,
stronger.
having been named. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford.
Shot, surely!
It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's put paid to the danger. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
It's very hard to overlook this guy, Jean-Philippe Mateta, Peter. A player who has a great touch for a big man. He may be old-fashioned, but I like his subtle moves.
Šeško! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
He'll try from distance!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Šeško, and Bomo bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Kamada and Mitchell. And it's Munoz. Now it's Mateta. Now it's Sarr. Johnson. Bruno Fernandes. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Matheus Cunha. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Sarr charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Tries a shot! And that's a tidy finish. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Bomo. No way through. Now it's Johnson. Oh, good ball! Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Now it's Johnson. Matheus Cunha. Doucouré. Wharton. And Sarr. Half an hour played now. Now it's Johnson. And it's Doucouré. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
He's had a shot!
They are queuing up to have a go here.
Crystal Palace really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Looking for options, for movement. Can he latch on to this? That is lovely. Burmo. Mitchell deals with that comfortably. Sarr. Arteta.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Johnson. Great ball, and he's in here. And he shoots! Ah, keep trying, and eventually it might come off. Now that's well seen too. Just past the 40th minute mark. Now it's Johnson. And it's Munoz. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Brennan Johnson. Bruno Fernandes. Driving on and making good progress. Cunha in acres of space out wide. Bruno Fernandes receives it in a good position here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
The final seconds now. Now it's Mateta. He's a sharp little ball here. Well read, nice interception. And for the first half, that is that. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Crystal Palace really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So 45 minutes. Shapes to shoot! He's done very well to get to that.
Arteta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Crystal Palace with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. Wharton stood his ground strongly. And a shot! And that is wildly off target.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Munoz. And here's Johnson. Wharton. Bruno Fernandes. Šeško. And Maguire. Diogo Dalot. And they can counter here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And Burmo, looking to play him in. Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kamada. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And the comeback is complete! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Crystal Palace have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Šeško!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Goes for a shot! Not a bad try by any means.
Johnson is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Kamada. And it's Munoz. Johnson. Doucouré. Kamada. Now it's Johnson. Now it's Wharton. Some good work on the right flank here. And here's Mateta. And he's in on goal. He's having a shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Crystal Palace really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
That has been cut short. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Casemiro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Munoz gets a foot in here.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down.
Shoots! And that could have brought them level.
Well, at least it's earned him a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Kamada. Now there's a fine ball. Sarr. Matheus Cunha. Menu. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Sarr. Sarr unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Šeško does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Johnson proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
He's in a great position here. Lovely ball and a real chance now. He's having a hit! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Substitution for Manchester United.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 8, Bruno Fernandes. Number
Lacroix
18,
wins the duel this time.
Casemiro.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Lacroix promptly onto that, and that is that.
Number 11, Zirkzee.
Somewhat off target.
7, Mason Mount. Number 25, Ugarte. Number 16, Ahmad.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Mazraoui. Substitution.
He's having a pop! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And it's Wharton. And that is that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game.